So this story, I have to tell you when it happened. This is January 2021, so you know the level of caution people are having with COVID. So I'm looking for a condo. I want to go to this specific condo. I'm not going to tell you what part of town it is because I don't want to give any indication, because there's crime. There's a lot of crime in this condo. I don't want to tell you where it was or give you any details more than I'm already giving. So this is a condo that's for sale that is currently being rented by a tenant. And I haven't gotten into this place because the tenant has been giving the owner trouble. So won't let him in. Obviously, he's being displaced. He doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to go. So he's making it difficult for anyone to view this property. So I knew it was going to be trouble. Viewing this place was going to be a nightmare. So I show up. The lady that had been showing me around to different places, very gregarious, very cordial, like outgoing, talks a lot. She's standing by who I assume the property owner is, this like 68-year-old Armenian man. He must have been 68 because he says something later. They're scared. I can tell I'm like, whatever's going on in that condo is bad news, and they're afraid of it. So I walk up to him. I'm like, oh yeah, hey guys, nice to meet you. Let's check this place out. And the owner says, well, I'm not going to be going in because, I'm afraid I'm 68. I'm gonna get my vaccine tomorrow. I can't go inside. And I already know. I'm like, okay, sure. And then this lady, this real estate agent, been showing me around. She says, I'm not gonna go either. There's a lot of people in there, and I'm afraid of catching corona as well. I know, I can smell a rat. I know there's another reason these people are not entering this. They seem scared. You can tell when someone is afraid of something. You can tell when they're not being truthful. They don't want to go in there. There's mad tension between whoever's in that condo and this guy that owns the property. You just know. That's the case. Also, I can hear loud ass Chicano rap blaring out of there, and I can smell weed, which is very normal in California, but it's a lot of weed smoke coming out of this place. So I walk up the stairs by myself, open the door, and I say, hello fellas, to about like 5 Latino dudes, like face tatted up. I think that's all I need to say about their appearance to paint the picture. Very nice guys. They say hello to me. I start to walk to the kitchen. One of them says, you want to buy any drugs? Of course, they kind of giggle. And I say, what drugs? And then that's the moment where they were like, oh, this guy's cool. And I was never going to buy drugs from these guys, Like the drugs that they would have, I just was not interested in. They start saying things. They're like, oh, yeah, we got you, dude. They say, oh, you look like an Oxy Guy. Not a compliment. They're like, oh, yeah, you're an Oxy Guy. I'm like, if I was an Oxy Guy, I would have asked you about Oxy by now. Anyway, I tell them, what do you have? I don't know. Do you have mushrooms or LSD or something? And they're like, oh, no, we don't have that. We got some Coke. And I'm like, I've done Coke one time. And then one guy starts showing me pictures of cocaine on his phone. He's like, look at this shit. I can get you that. I'm like, I told you I did it one time. Like, I'm not going to look at a picture of cocaine on your phone having done it one time and say, yeah, that's good Coke. I would know. I did it once. So, also have Coke. If you're going to be selling, have it. So I go over to check the other bedroom. And door's shut, so I don't want to walk in. There's noise going on in there. And I asked the guy, who I assume is on the lease, to say, hey man, can I get in here? Can I check out this room? And he's like, oh yeah, of course. Knocks on the door. Says something, whoever's in there. Opens the door. There's a woman with a child on her hip and at least four, I don't know the exact number, other children running around in this room screaming, and there's one TV mounted on the wall. That is all that's in this room. They're running around because the room is empty. There's just a mounted TV, and the kids are screaming. Also, no masks. No one is wearing masks in this story, except anyone outside. So there's 10, 11 people in this apartment, no masks. I'm not that concerned about getting COVID at the time. I just wasn't. My fear had gone down. I'm not being an asshole, but my fear had gone down. I wasn't too concerned, but in that moment I was like, I really was like, I'm gonna get it. I'm being reckless right now being in here. I walk out, I go into the bathroom. The guy says, let me show you where my stashes are. Takes me into the bathroom. Starts moving panels around in the bathroom, just like little wooden panels here and there. There's nothing in any of these stashes. I'm humoring him. I'm like, okay, I'll take a look. Oh, it's cool, nice stashes. And he says, oh, this is where I keep my guns. These are where I keep my guns. I was like, okay, cool. I didn't expect. I'm like, all right, whatever. There was nothing in any of the other stashes. Pulls up this wood board. 3 pistols. 3 pistols sitting in a weird plastic basket. And I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah. I guess that's where I'll keep my dirty guns away from the police when I move in here. That seems like a good spot. At this point, I'm ready to leave. They hand me their business cards. They're very nice looking business cards with no information of what they do. One guy wants to get my number. He says, hey, yo, let me get your number. And I was like, at this point I can't say, because he wants me to text him. So he's going to know if it goes through. So I'm in a rock and a hard place. I'm like, I guess I'm just going to give this guy my number. I say, my name's AJ. My name's not AJ. And I text him, and then he texts me, Raul, Coke, let me know. And I'm like, great, man. I'm not a drug dealer, but I know you use, an app that deletes the messages. I know you don't text people, and you also don't text the name of the drug you want. Great guys, very nice, very kind to me. Don't want to leave, don't want to be displaced, so I understand they're making it difficult for people. Get it. I'm not buying this place. I knew the moment when I walked in, I was like, this isn't happening. I cannot view this place. So I walked down. The owner and the real estate agent are like, so what'd you think? And I just told them, you need that place to be empty before you sell it. I don't know why we're dancing around this, but that place is occupied by a lot of people. There are 10 people in there, and it's still a pandemic. And those are people that don't want to leave. The place is very dirty. The place is in complete disarray. It is unsellable. You can't even, I'm telling this to this man, you can't even imagine what it looked like. I guess I went to go look at that place knowing full well that it was a waste of time on paper. It was a waste of time to go there. And I went because I knew it was going to be a story. And I knew that something crazy was going to happen. So my point is, sometimes when you smell a rat, go check it out. Go sniff out that rat. And it'll probably be worth it. I've looked at that place. It's still on the market. A lot of people out sniffing rats. So no one's probably going to buy it. I check up on it all the time. It's been a couple of months. No one's buying it. So yeah, for sure, go do things that you know are a waste of time if you're going to maybe get an Oxycontin hookup. I don't know. It's a bad lesson.